2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, MSRP $84,995, sold at Barrett Jackson auction with 382 miles on it for $126,500. 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, another one, 541 miles on it, goes for $194,900. And then finally, the big boy, 2018 Dodge Demon with 40 miles on it, recently sold at Barrett Jackson, brace yourself, $220,000. I just told you, these cars are going to be worth something in the future. Don't give me that it's just a Dodge mess, because $220,000 for just a Dodge, that's money right there. That's big money. Hold on to your Hellcats and ScatPacks. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here. Let me get you in focus first off with another video here. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around, because you're in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So boom, let's just go down the list. 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, MSRP $84,995, which is crazy. Can you imagine 840 horsepower muscle car? That's Blackview right there. Can you imagine an 840 horsepower muscle car for only $84,995? I understand that's a lot of money, no doubt. But any other brand, Chevy would have been almost 200,000 easy, because they're charging over 105,000 right now for the C8. So I already know that something like this would be 150, 160, 190 plus. Lamborghini, it's not even a fathomable price. Mercedes, come on now. Dodge is letting that go, or was letting it go, for $84,995, which is crazy. Of course, you're never going to find a Demon for that money, but just the fact that it started there was crazy. But 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, recently auctioned at Barrett Jackson auction, $126,500, or $126,500. $126,500, I'm sorry, with only 382 miles on it. And then another one, this one's actually in Charlotte. They've got it listed, 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, $194,900 with 541 miles on it. That's in Charlotte. And then the biggest one, which most recently sold, and when I say most recently, I'm talking about last week in Texas at the Barrett Jackson auction, 2018 Dodge Demon with 40 miles on it. So that car literally went from the manufacturing plant to a dealership to somebody's house to chill, and was never driven. 40 miles. Like from here to my job and back is like 60 miles. So this car wasn't even driven like that. 40 miles, 2018 Dodge Challenger Demon, $220,000, bro. Now, granted, let me be honest with you. Everybody's car isn't a Demon, right? My ScatPack wide body is not a Demon. And I highly doubt that my ScatPack is going for $220,000 in the future. And I highly doubt that your Hellcat wide body, right, Charger, that you got 30,000 miles on is going for $200,000. I highly doubt that. Let's be honest here. Let's be realistic. I get that. Not everybody's Hellcat Charger is going for $100,000, $200,000. Not everybody's ScatPack is going for $100,000. Not everybody's RT is going for $100,000. I get that. But what I'm saying is, guys, these cars are investments. I went through the comments in that last video and you guys tore me a new one. It's not an investment. It's a Dodge. It's a Mopar. It's a Chrysler. It's just a V8 hunk of junk. A lot of you guys were saying that. It's plastic on the inside, which it really is. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is plastic on the inside, but it represents a time that we will never see again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with everything moving to the electric and hybrid future, and we've talked about this in numerous of my videos, especially Dodge leading the charge, we're never going to see these types of cars again. You know what I'm saying? Like the 1960s, 70s, and 80s cars that we see now with the auction that people are paying $100,000 plus for. Like I saw a 69 Chevy Camaro that went for $124,000 at Barrett Jackson auction. Like that's going to be these cars probably 5, 10, 15 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Probably on the 10 to 15 year end. You know what I'm saying? When things have really become all electric and you got people out there that's yearning for that old school feel, that old school V8 muscle. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I get the fact that not every ScatPack or Hellcat is going to go for $100,000. I mean, of course, you got to take into account the amount of miles. I mean, if there's one thing that I noticed about all three of these Demons is they're literally all under, with the exception of the one that's in Charlotte, they're all under 500 miles. Like the one in Charlotte is 541 miles, and they won 194,000. And then the one that sold at Barrett-Jackson first was only 382 miles. And then the one that went for 220 was 40 miles. If you know anything about 40 miles, like I said, that's not even, for most people, that's not even to your job and back, or, you know, to your job and to pick up your kids and get something to eat and then come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even a feasible amount of miles to keep your car under. Like, that car literally went from the dealership, or literally went from the manufacturing plant to the dealership, where it was, you know, rolled off of the truck, and somebody bought it and probably had it, you know, rolled onto another truck and took it to their house and never drove it before. And now they're selling it or auctioning it off. So, I mean, realistically speaking, you know, your Hellcat that's got 30, 35,000, 50, 60,000 miles, 10 years from now, I highly doubt you're getting 220,000 for it. I mean, let's just be realistic here. But the purpose of this video and the purpose of these cars is to let you know that there is a market for these cars. If you can keep these cars in good shape, take care of them, keep them relatively low miles, you should be able to at least get what you paid for and some. Particularly if you can keep your car under, and this may not be realistic for a lot of people, but I mean like under 10,000 miles. Right, so maybe this is just a weekend car, because I know actually 2 people that daily drives their Hellcat, but for most people, their Hellcat is like a play car. Like, you got your daily Honda, your Toyota, your, what am I looking at here? Chrysler, Pacifica, Nissan, Altima, stuff like that. Like, that's your daily driver that you beat on. And then your Hellcat or your ScatPack is what you play on either at night or on the weekends. I actually know a couple guys that only drive their cars on the weekends. Like, you're only going to see their Hellcats and ScatPacks out on like a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just one day. Like, one day a week they drive it. And even when they drive it, it's like to the car meet, to chill, and then back home, basically. For guys like that, those cars will be worth something. But for you guys that's out there putting crazy miles on your car like I am, because I pretty much beat on my ScatPack, and I love this car. It's one of those things, like, once you get used to driving something like this, it's hard to drive anything else. But for you guys out there that are beating on your car, putting 30, 40, 50, 60,000, it's going to be tough. But at the same time, because of what it is and the fact that there will be literally no market for it in the future, you know, 2030, 2035 and beyond, because there's no market for it, you should be able to get something back on a Hellcat, particularly if it's like a super stock or jailbreak, or like the Charger Daytona that came out in 2020, like the 50th anniversary joint. Like, the more rare the edition, the more likely you are to get some money for it when you go to sell it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like the Charger Daytona in 2020. That was the first wide body Charger that came out. A jailbreak, just because the jailbreak is literally the most powerful Charger ever built. The super stock, because that was a rare, you know what I'm saying, a rare model there. Obviously the Dodge Demon, I don't have to speak on that. And then some of the lower trims, like the Charger 1320 that hasn't even come out yet. You're gonna get some money for that. The Challenger 1320, you're gonna get some money for that because they were built in such small quantities. You know, even like a wide body shaker, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna get some money for that just because you don't see those cars on the lot all day, every day. Like, those are cars that you have to order, and you can't just go to any dealership and order them. You have to take it to, like, you know, a specialty dealership and get you a wide body shaker. Like, you're not just going to see that on the lot on chill, you know, wide body shaker. And then like the last call editions, like the Ghost Challenger Hellcat, you know what I'm saying? King Daytona. Like I said, the Charger 1320, the Swinger edition, those editions are going to be worth a lot of money in the future. So for you guys that's interested in the last call editions or some sort of specialty edition, be mindful that obviously you're getting one of one, but when it's time to sell it, if you can hold on to it and keep it in good shape, good condition, low miles, you know, you're definitely going to get some money for it. But, you know, I just wanted to bring that to you because it seemed like it was kind of coincidental that as soon as I made that video, that's when Barrett-Jackson sold that $250,000 Dodge Demon for $220,000, which is wild because a lot of you guys said nobody would pay that kind of money for a Dodge. But, you know, read it and weep. It's right here. People are paying $250,000 for Dodge muscle cars. You know what I'm saying? So don't sleep on the Dodge guys. But as always, guys, quick video here. Just wanted to let you know you are sitting on some sort of equity. It may not be $220,000 worth of equity, but you are sitting on something. So either hold on to it or, you know, get rid of it. But when you get rid of it, at least try to get something back for it, man. So as always, it's been your boy Knockout. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.